Welcome to Go. Tonight we are here at the inaugural meeting of the Kelowna Scotch and Fine Spirit Society, getting ready for a fabulous tasting of some rare and... What,
Knock it
Amy?
off. This is meant to be a fun, casual event for everyone.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was just having a little bit of fun with it because I think, the perception of a lot of people is that, whiskey is only for sort of, middle-aged, snobby kind of guys. But that's not the case, right?
It's not the case. I'm here, and I love Scotch.
And you're not middle-aged or snobby at all. Okay,
no.
so on today's show, it's going to be fantastic. We're going to meet some of the people that are behind this incredible organization, and a guy who runs one of the best whiskey shops in Canada.
It's true.
Now we're talking to the Scotch guy, Andrew Ferguson. Now, I just found out that your store has been listed as one of the best whiskey stores in the world.
Yeah, we were very honored this past year. Our shop in Calgary was named the second best whiskey shop in the world by Whiskey Magazine. We were blown away by it.
Now, we're talking about dispelling myths about whiskey and like who drinks whiskey. Well, I know Amy is a whiskey drinker. You might think that it's just like middle-aged guys like me, but there's quite a cross-section.
It's not true. There is quite a cross-section. Actually, my fiance is one of the organizers of the Kelowna Scotch and Fine Spirits Society here tonight. And we're young. We're in our late 20s and discovered a love for Scotch fairly early.
There's quite a range of people here tonight.
Yeah, and I think I was told that 14 of the 40 people attending are women. I think that's really encouraging. The fact that Scotch has been sort of seen as the drink of stodgy old men, I think it's about time that disappears. Really, it's people who have an appreciation for good wine, good beer, good whiskey. It's all the same thing. And that doesn't really have a demographic. It transcends demographics.
Do you think a club like this one is a good place for people to start to get an idea of what they're looking for in a whiskey?
Absolutely. I mean, the worst thing you could do is just buy simply based on packaging. Packaging tells you nothing about how good it is, what it's going to taste like. Having the opportunity to sample things that might lead you to make a buying decision, that's very positive because you're confident that what you're buying is something you're going to enjoy.
All right, well, we're looking forward to expanding our knowledge, right?
Yes, very much.
Thanks for talking to us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I knew you could do it, Amy. You rounded up the organizers of this super cool event.
Here
We've
they
got
are.
Stephen and Cloud here. So how did this all come about?
Well, Steve and I and a couple of other friends have always gotten together about once a month to drink Scotch, and one day we
You
decided...
never told me.
Well,
Well, now you did. Now you did.
No, we thought we would have just a few more friends, and turns out we have a lot of friends.
I was going to say, were you a little bit surprised, Stephen, by the turnout, the
Yeah,
response?
honestly, once you put something on social media, it just kind of explodes a little bit. Suddenly you got friends of friends, and you got friends of strangers after a little while.
How many people were you expecting to show up tonight?
Well, I mean, it started off as just a group of about us and some other mathematicians that are all kind of like Scotch, and now we're getting close to 40, so way bigger than we expected.
Part of this is like an education, right? Like you've got an expert here that's going to help people understand maybe a little bit about the range of whiskey that's out there.
Yeah, we got a kind of an expert coming in. His name's Andrew, and he's going to give us a little tour. There's quite a few different varieties, so we've actually got one that's from Japan. It's a Japanese. You can't call it a Scotch, it's just a whiskey. And then we got several other different kinds. Some are smoky, some are a little sweeter.
Oh, it sounds exciting. I can't wait to, at least smell the glasses. All right, thanks very much, guys.
Thanks so much.
Well, we've managed to pull Andrew away from the whiskey tasting, and you've got a special pour for us. What have we got here?
Yeah, I wanted to share with you guys a bottling of Glen Talkers. This is bottled by one of my favorite independent bottlers, Gordon MacPhail. And the reason I thought we should taste this together, it's a whiskey that you never see bottled other than from independent bottlers like Gordon MacPhail, because 99.9% of it gets put into blends like Johnny Walker's or Chivas Regal or any of the other blended Scotch whiskeys out on the market. But it's nice and clean, it's light, there's lots of flavor. This is a lighter style whiskey. You know, we like to joke that this is a breakfast whiskey. This is something that you'd pair with waffles and whipped cream.
Okay, I'm not sure about that, but let's give it a try.
Okay? Slanch. So on the palate, very silky,
Oh,
very
wow.
creamy, toasty.
That is creamy.
And you still have that floral, tropical fruit character. A really nice long finish to it too.
Wow, that's fantastic. What do you think, Amy?
Really good. Really good.
Well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your whiskey and your knowledge with us today.
My pleasure.
Looks like this club is off to a roaring success. We should salute them, eh?
Sláinte.
Sláinte. That's it for the show. I'm Doug Brown,
And I'm Amy Grant.
and we'll see you next time on Go.